I was unable to pay him child support for a child that I was caring for. I was the one taking care of his daily stuff, on top of having to pay a man child support that he's not staying with. You ain't getting shit.
If you enjoy content like this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more intense courtroom battles. Now let's get into this one because it's about to get heated. We've got a wild showdown featuring a mother refusing to pay the child support that she rightfully owes. And let me tell you, she completely loses it in this hearing, throwing excuses left and right before finally having a full meltdown. Meanwhile, the father stays calm and composed, handling the situation like a champ. Even his friends join the Zoom call at the end to back him up. But here's the real twist. This mother already lost custody of her kids, and now she's trying to dodge paying the $3,000 she owes. You can feel the tension building in this case, and it only gets more dramatic as it unfolds. Let me know in the comments what you think, but for now, let's dive in and see how this all plays out.
Has the mother made any direct payments to you for the support of the children?
No, sir.
Do you have any additional information you'd like to offer to the court as it relates to this case?
No extra information. Well, you know what? She did. My son did run away when he was in the summer of before he turned 18, and then he went to go live with his brother. So that would that's what he did, and so he's lived with his brother for I say about 7, 8 months. I can't remember the exact time. It's been a long time.
It's been a year.
And did you agree during that time frame for the child to live with someone else?
Yeah,
No.
to live with his brother.
No.
Ms. Hagwood, no one's asking you a question right now.
And just to confirm, sir, about how long did the child live with the other sibling?
It's about 7 or 8 months, I believe. I am kind of off. Like I said, it's been a very long time.
Ma'am, can I get you to state your name for the record?
Sherry Ann Baldwin.
I'm sorry, is your last name also Hagwood?
That's my maiden name, and it's Haygood.
Haygood. Okay, thank you, ma'am. As it relates to the child support judgment, the state has calculated that you owe a total of $2,367.20 as of March 31st, 2024. I'm requesting that you pay that back at $150 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount, ma'am?
No, sir.
Explain to the court why you're not in agreement to the amount that you owe.
Well, I got a phone call.
I don't know if it's just me, but I can feel the energy coming off this Sherry Hagwood woman. The judge is clearly not happy with her. She even interrupted the father mid-sentence. And honestly, I couldn't help but notice the guy's friend in the bottom right corner just sitting there watching everything go down. It's kind of hilarious. But let me know in the comments what you guys think so far, because to me this is seriously entertaining. Just from the guy's demeanor in the top right, you can tell he's got nothing to hide. Meanwhile, she keeps cutting him off, trying to twist the story in her favor. But enough talk, let's jump back in and see what else she has to say.
Of 2022 from my oldest son, Lewis isn't the father, Dylan Haygood. And he told me that my son Lewis is there. He's been thrown out. And he doesn't know what to do. So I start helping. Lewis comes over here and he's staying with me for a few weeks. He's staying with his brother. And then finally he moves in with me April 1st of 22. And he's been away from his father ever since. Me and his brother's been caring for him, his eyeglasses, his doctor's appointments, getting him to court. I have documentation from the court stating that he was with me and his brother, probation officers that are willing to whatever y'all need them to write up. But I was unable to pay him child support for a child that I was caring for.
And during that time,
That's
thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. And during that time frame, when the child started to reside with you, did you petition the court to change the child support to reflect
Yes,
that
sir.
the child was living with you?
Yes, sir. I called y'all immediately and I emailed the court paper that I had stating that he was living with his brother. And then I went and got the lady told me to do this.
Ms. Haygood?
The whatever child support officer I spoke with told me to go file this with the courts, and it's my name is Sherry Ann Baldwin. I am the mother and the child of Luis Mendoza. He has reside with me since April 1st, 2022, and is currently residing in Johnson County, and it's signed and dated.
Again,
And
Ms.
then,
Hager, Ms. Hager,
pardon me,
the question that was asked is, did you petition the court to change the child support amount? Now, did you file a paperwork stating that the child was living with you? My question was, did you petition the court to request that the child support be changed to reflect that the child was residing with you?
yes, sir, I did.
What's their case number, ma'am?
Well, I called y'all and told you that he was living with me and not the father. She told me to send in the paperwork that I had, so I did. And then she said she had 190 days to contact the father and that y'all would get a hold of me. And then she said that they froze the funds. And
I don't know about you guys, but I'm calling BS on this. She's obviously lying, and I can't tell if she's actually clueless or just playing dumb. I mean, seriously, who thinks that just refusing to pay child support is a solution? If you want to change the payments, you have to file a motion with the court. Ignoring it isn't going to make the problem go away. The amount will just keep adding up, and it's only going to make things worse for her. The father mentioned that the child moved in with his brother, but even then she should have gone through the legal process to adjust the payments. None of what she's saying really adds up. But let's see if she has anything else to say, because right now, her story is full of holes. Let's jump back in.
And as it relates to the medical support, ma'am, the state has calculated that you owe a total of $849.32 as of March 31st, 2024, and requesting that you pay that back at $50 per month. Are you in agreement to that amount, ma'am?
no, sir,
And could you explain to the court why you're not in agreement to paying that amount?
because I feel like I was the one caring for his needs. I was the one taking care of his daily stuff, on top of having to pay a man child support that he's not staying with. I don't have extra money like that. I can't be taking him to the eye doctor and to appointments and feeding him and clothing him and paying him his father child support.
And just to confirm, ma'am, when you say that you're paying the father child support for a child that's residing with you, when exactly did you pay those amounts to the father?
I have documentation of every child support payment I ever made, and I have documentation of it.
And ma'am, were
And
you able to review the
pardon?
report that was provided on the screen as it relates to
I
the
couldn't
child
really
support payment?
see. I couldn't really see, but
And
I
would you like for
stopped
me to
paying
show that
after April
April of what year, ma'am?
22. I stopped paying, and that's when I went and got the documentation that he was living with me full time.
All right, we have to understand one thing. The Attorney General's office is not the court. You can ask the AG's office to do a lot of stuff. You can ask them questions. You can ask them to file something for you that might help you.
Love that this judge is calling her out on her nonsense. Like I said, none of this makes sense. They got divorced nearly a decade ago. How does she not know by now that any child support changes need to go through the court? It's common sense. At this point, she should know better. She's been holding herself together somewhat, but in this next part, she completely loses it. And trust me, the judge is about to put her in her place. So, let's see how this all unfolds, because she's about to have a full-on meltdown, and the judge isn't going to let it slide. Let's dive back in.
If you don't file anything with the court, then it's almost like nothing ever happened, because the AG has discretion to do what they like, which means they could file something or they could not file something. They didn't file anything. Separately, what you're supposed to do is file something with the court, and nothing was ever filed with the court. I don't work for the AG's office. The judges in the courthouse don't work for the AG's office. So you can tell me all day long that you talk to the AG's office, but that's not the court. So I can't modify your order. You were responsible to modify your own order if the AG didn't want to help you, or if you wanted to do it on your own. It's very simple to do, and that hasn't happened. So you owe these arrears. It's a very small amount. You owe the full amounts that are owed. You decided not to make payments. So you owe $2,367.20, payable at $150 a month, and medical support arrears of $849.32, payable at $50 a month. If there's money on hold, then they will try to forward that towards those amounts. And then if there's any remaining balance, then those are the monthly payments. All right, y'all are done with court. You can press leave on the Zoom to exit out. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Judge.
You ain't getting shit.
Ms.
You ain't
Haygood,
getting
you want me to find you in contempt of court? Ms. Haygood, I can fine you $50 for contempt of court for cussing in my court. So please, don't act like a child. We don't need
I
that.
thought I was off. I thought I hit the button. I'm sorry.
Okay, be respectful. All right, y'all can press leave to exit out.
Well, that was just embarrassing. And honestly, I don't think she's going to pay a dime. This case happened a while ago and I couldn't find any updates, but let's be real. She's probably just going to ignore the order, and this guy will never see that money. But after watching the whole case, I kind of feel like the father doesn't even deserve the full amount either. Maybe half of it. But if the child wasn't even living with him, why is he owed $3,000? Either way, this woman was completely out of line. Even if you're muted, talking like that in front of a judge is insane, and the fact that she got fined $50 for that outburst? Honestly, it should have been more. She basically tried to undermine the judge by outright saying she wouldn't pay. No wonder she lost custody in the first place, but that's going to wrap up this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll be replying to every single one. And if you enjoyed this, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm working hard to put out as much content as possible because I love reacting to these crazy cases. Thanks for watching, and as always, take care.